Well, good morning, everyone. It's Michelle from Michelle's You Can Stamp It. And today I am going to show you, let's make sure I've got you in frame here. Let's see if I can back this out a little bit. Wrong way. Okay. I think that'll work. All right, so I am going to show you what I got at the flea market at It's All About the Scrapbook. And I didn't buy much because I'm at that point where I just want to buy what I need. Good luck with that, right? What's need got to do with it, I think is what we always say. They had some great stuff. It was all I could do to get out of there with just what I got. I did get a couple things that I don't. I got this iris box. I think that's what these are called, little project box. And it was $2, so that was nice. They had a bunch of these, lots of storage things. And then inside was, I found these 3-hole punch, these 3-hole punches, and 1/4 inch, 1/8 inch, and a 1/16 inch. I have a 1/4 inch one, but this one I can just put, I'm going to put this in my box that I take when I go places, so that way I don't have to worry about whether I have them or not. These will just always stay in there. So, and I don't have a 1/8 inch, or, well, I probably do have an 1/8 inch on my crocodile, but I don't have the 1/16 inch, so I was happy to get that. Then I got this punch, and it uses these, hope I don't have the glare on there too much, these staples, and they have words and designs and patterns on and colors on them, and they're very cool, so I can hardly wait. So this is Happy Holidays, this is Merry Christmas, Season's Greetings, Joy and Peace, and then this has Happy Birthday with some candles, and Time for Travel, Fun in the Sun, another happy birthday, sweet, fun, summer fun. So lots of different things in there. I've never used those before, and they're the really wide staples, so we'll see how that works. I got this date stamp and the days of the week stamp, and then it also has weekend, winter, spring, summer, and fall on it. This has never been used. There's no ink anywhere on it. This is probably just used once on June 27th or 24th of 2006. So I got that. And I figured I could just stamp the date on there and put in a year, cross out the year, and then write what it really is. So I think that'll work fine and be cute to boot. And this I bought for this ruler because it had a metal little tiny ruler, 6-inch ruler, and I've been looking for a little tiny one. So, but this has got a magnetic strip on it, so it stays on there. It doesn't fall off, and it came with 2 magnetic mats, and these are what we are memory keepers. So, and both of these are magnetic, so won't come off. So I like that, and I'll put one of these mats in my go box, and then I'll put one in my craft room so that I have them all the time. And then I'm not sure where I'll keep that, whether I'll probably just put it in my go box so I have it all the time when I go. Yeah, so that's what I got. They do it Friday, Saturday. They just did it one time a year. They do it one time a year. And yeah, there was lines out the door. My husband had to wait out in the car for me, so he said it was fascinating to watch what the people were coming out with, you know, bags of stuff, wagons full of stuff, baskets full of stuff. They brought their own little baskets and wagons and tote bags. So you had to get in the line so they could mark down who, because the people have to mark their own stuff. And then they write down on a piece of paper whose stuff you got and how many of them and the price. So that took a while. That was quite a line. And then you had to get in another line to pay. So it was quite the wait, but well worth it. And I didn't overdo it. There was tons of things I wanted to go look at. I wanted to look at stencils, but there were so many people around the table that I just decided, next time. So yeah, you should go check it out. I'll leave a link in the description below. So that was that for that. So, and then I've also been working on some collage things, so I thought I'll just show you what I've been doing. Oh, I should have looked to see if they had any of these project packs, because I use those by the ton. This was a digital from Ruby and Pearl, and I cut them out. I loaded them into my, uploaded them into my Cricut, and the Cricut prints it and then cuts it out. So I love what it did. I used a, and yeah, this is Ruby and Pearl XO. So I did it on some white, Nina white cardstock. It's not very thick, so I figured it won't put too much bulk in there, but it's still stiff enough to work. So I folded, this was like this, and then I folded it down. I used some white sari silk, or off-white starry silk that I had, and just made a little bow so I could put it over the top of a page. Like if this was a page, I would just put it over the top like that, and then probably put a little paper clip behind there to hold it all down. So I love those. And then I am trying to use up a bunch of what I have. So I have a ton of original ledgers, music paper. I have books and books and books of music paper. This, I back these with Amazon packaging, so I always have plenty of packaging to use for the backing. So I could, oops, that's my empty one. Or my try to use it up one. I have to use my palette knife on it. So this looks like it came unstuck a little bit here, so I'm just going to put some more glue stick on it there. This works with material, fabric, and I've had really good luck with it, so I use it. So yeah, like I said, I have lots of ledger paper, I have lots of music books, so I'm trying to use some of those up. At the thrift store, sometimes I'll get a stack, you know, like about that high of music books, and they sell them for $1 or $2. So that's really nice. I had some green cardstock, so I'm trying not to just throw that away. So it's all about the scrapbook. They had a place for cardstock. They had a place for papers. So they had graphic 45 paper, simple story paper. They had all kinds of papers. And they had probably 4 or 5 tables filled with papers. And so I didn't buy any papers, but this is from my Close to My Heart cardstock. So I thought, okay, I'm just going to start pulling out. These were cut up pieces already that were long, and I just cut them to the size that I wanted to make my tags. So these were 12 by 12 sheets, so I just cut them in half, and then, you know, cut them up again so that I could make an even amount. And I just started collaging on them with what I had. So these are original ledgers from the 1800s, and I didn't glue them all the way down because I knew I wanted to put some stuff up underneath it, or in case I did, it was that way. So this was from a Perfecta, Dona Perfecta. I'm probably butchering that. I'm sure I'm butchering. So anyway, yeah, and a lot of the ledgers are not necessarily waterproof, but man, this has an ink stain on it, and I just love, I didn't want to get rid of that. I loved how that was. So I left it on there, used it, and now I slipped this piece up underneath there, and I'll have to do another piece down below and collage over here. So I'm not done, but this is kind of how I work. So again, some more of that ledger music book and the Spanish book. Another one, and they're, like I said, I backed them all first. This was part of the ledger, and it had some original tape on there, so I got lucky with that. Some more of that. So I just did it with those. I probably just had those three things there with me. So I did that. So I made a bunch of those. And then I also had, sometimes if I go someplace, I will just print up a bunch of ephemera. This is from Chapter 1 Papers on Etsy, and I love her stuff. This is so cute. So originally, you know, letters, there was no envelope, so they just folded their letters up, you know, for their paper. But obviously she's made this to do that, and it's so cute. So you just fold on the lines that are there. So I folded that there, folded that there. Oh, I did print on the opposite side so that if you wanted to write in here, you could still write in here. If you didn't, it was still decorated enough, and it's not two pieces of paper that are glued together, so this doesn't add much bulk at all. So it gets folded up like that. You put that down. I will probably put a wax seal here with a magnet on it and use that. Or I could put, this is part of the ephemera that comes up there, so I'll just cut this out real quick here. If I had this on there, I would cut that out better. But I would put this down here and then glue the three sides so that this could just tuck. You just roll that back under there, tuck that down, and that would, jeez, that would keep it closed for you. You get the idea of what I'm talking about. It also had a little card that went with it, so I put that in there so that could get slipped back here if you wanted to add some more writing space. And then there was also these pieces that went with that. Let's see, this went with a different piece of it, so I'll put it over here and that. These were little seed packets or coin envelopes, however you want to, however you want to call them. And so they're printed up. And she had a small and a large on each page, and then some pieces that would complement with it, so that you could do that as a closure, or put these on the front, or, you know, still decorate it some more so it's not just plain. Although these are cute plain because of the way she did them. Here's another one that has the little wreath on the back of it. And again, I just printed the back side of all of these with that paper, so that you could still write on it or whatever you wanted to do. Another little coin envelope. More ephemera that goes with them. This one, I love the Paris. And then these two. This is the little one. And this is the bigger one. That's the back side. That's the front. And all of them came with ephemera that goes with them. I probably just don't have them in the right spots. So this was an envelope. So here's all the pieces that go with that. I love this envelope. I think, God, it's so cool. So again, you don't have to close them up. You can if you want, you know, it's whatever you want to do. You could paper clip it. You can use these pieces to close it up, you know, put over the top of it so that you can slide in and out of it. And yeah, how cute is that? And that's the ephemera pieces that go with that. Or you could mix and match these on any of them. I don't think I would necessarily coordinate them with what goes with them. This is one of the pieces that I collage too. I got this in the mail. This piece, I think it was an advertisement, a Citibank or something like that. So I just used all my papers to collage on it. So book page, receipts. This is a home economics club thing that they did. This was a time card. There was a to and regarding notepad that I had. This is from a buttonhole. All the instructions for a buttonholer, some advertisement, and this is out of a I think it was some railroad book, so some pressure gauge or something like that. And then on the front side, I just used the same thing. One of these receipts had this page of writing on it, so I put that in there. So I think they were all from the 70s on that. And there's the buttonholes that the buttonholer made. So yeah, I just collaged it and then folded it up so that I could, I guess it will go that way. Well, that's the way it's supposed to. But again, you can use it any way you want. I just did it to go this way. So it was shiny. The mailer was shiny, so I took a sanding block and just roughly sanded over it. Nothing great. I didn't, you know, sand it off or sand it down too much. Just made some marks in it. That way the glue would adhere to it. So, yeah, that's what I did there. So we'll see how we're going to use these things in a journal. So I like to make a bunch of ephemera at different times. This I'm going to scan in. This was cute. Was a Secret Pal card. And on here, hope you can use this. Your secret pal. I thought that was cute. But I don't know if you can see it or not in there, but it's embossed. The part is embossed, so I'll scan both sides of it because the embossing side shows up in my printer and it makes a cool, like a cool watermark type thing on it. So I'm going to do that. And that is all that I have for you today. So I will put some more projects over here, my last 100-day collage, 100-day projects that I did. I didn't do all 100 days, but I did like 43 or 47 of them. And be sure to like and subscribe. And I will talk to you soon. So go create something fun. Bye.